Oh my goodness, listen, when you're dreaming, you're not dreaming of being on a B or D list. You want to be with the best. So I feel like, whew, my dreams are coming true because it keeps getting better and better.
Sisterhood.
Oh,
Sisterhood.
listen,
The load that they have to carry as black women.
I hate that society pits women against each other because we are so much more powerful together. We really are. And I have great friends in my life that I've had. My best friend I've had since the seventh grade. I'm 53.
So
Yeah, since the seventh grade, and we've been besties since the seventh grade. So that sister circle, I actually, when I get with my girls, I'll be like, oh, I feel sorry for women who don't have this. Like, how are they making it in this world? It's very important to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The music was critical. The music was central to everything. The music became like the emotional bed that we built everything off of. We were lucky to inherit a lot of great music from Broadway, but we had to shake it up. We had to make it more cinematic. We had to hire an incredible cast of characters to make it less Broadway and more lived in. And so I think that's kind of how we worked our way through it.
Can you in words? I don't know, but you can when you watch the film. The feeling that you get of watching this movie is the feeling that I get doing it, and the joy that I had putting into it. I mean, honestly, from the moment I found out that I got it, I knew that weight, I knew that responsibility was on our shoulders, and it was game time. And we had our marching orders. Alice Walker, she wrote me the most incredible note about being Pearl Harbor and what that means for this generation of people. And I felt that, and I understood what was needed to be done. And so I'm just glad to join forces with this incredible cast. Just what more could a guy ask for? I'm lucky.
Honestly, it's surreal. Pinching myself, but I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you. I did Color Purple on Broadway years ago. I think 2007. And I said that I would never do it again. I did. Celie's role is very taxing. It's not the easiest. But at the time, I was carrying my cross and hers. My life was not where it should have been. I was young. And so I couldn't let go of the character. Plus, this is my first time acting. I come from music. All of my castmates, Juilliard, studied this. They took me from the music world and placed me in, and I couldn't understand why at the time. But now I see why. I am Celie.
Beautiful. You feel like you're part of it's a legacy project, really, because it's like it's passed off from the book to the film to the stage musical, and now we have sort of a hybrid of all of it and all the reimaginings of it. It feels like I don't know. I couldn't have dreamed to be a part of a project like this. It's too big, actually. I feel like this is actually too big to dream, but it's magnificent when you're able to be a part of something you feel like is really going to change people's lives. You know what I mean? I feel like I really do feel like this because it's the source material of Alice Walker's book. But it's really about like watching someone triumph over such trauma, and for me to play the person who inflicts so much trauma is harrowing. And I want to make sure that I help people understand how hurt people. So it's to not just villainize Mister, but to actually show a human part of him and understand why he's doing what he does.
Yes, this is a dream come true for me. I did this on Broadway for a year in 2015. It was the first Broadway show I saw in 2005 at 15 years old. And so it's a full circle moment for me to get the baton passed by Oprah herself. It's not a small task at all. They're the biggest shoes I think anyone could ever fill when it comes to American cinema, because it's like one of the most iconic roles ever, and she did such a phenomenal job doing that. So yeah, I'm really grateful. I mean, my heart is so full.
We started noodling around and said, what if we got the band back together to make a new movie? Not a remake, but a newly imagined movie. So Steven Spielberg, Quincy Jones, Oprah Winfrey, and me said, okay, let's start working on a screenplay. Marcus Gardley wrote this screenplay that started to bring magical realism into the story, and music and dance. And the magical realism allowed us to go inside of Ceely's imagination.